There comes a quiet moment in many of our lives, often sometime after 60, when we notice the little shifts that used to slip past us unnoticed, like the gentle stiffness in the knees when we first stand up in the morning, or the way our legs hesitate just a bit before taking that next confident step. And it can stir a kind of tender worry inside us, a whisper asking whether strength and ease are slowly drifting away. But the truth is that our bodies, even in their later chapters, remain beautifully responsive. And sometimes all they need is a small, thoughtful change to feel lighter again. And that is why today I want to share something surprisingly simple, something many of us grew up with, yet rarely think of as a companion for healthy aging. Cheese, not the heavy, indulgent kind we might picture first, but specific, gentle cheeses that carry the quiet power of supporting our muscles, bones, and balance in ways that feel natural and comforting. Because as we get older, one of the hidden causes behind stiffness, fatigue, and even slower walking is the gradual decline of muscle mass and bone density, a process that sounds frightening when stated plainly, but is actually very normal, guided by shifts in hormones and a natural reduction in physical activity. And what makes this softness of structure feel more noticeable is that our bodies also become slightly less efficient at absorbing nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, and high-quality proteins, which means even if we're eating well, the nourishment doesn't always land where it's needed as strongly as it once did. But here is where certain cheeses, with their rich bioavailable calcium, naturally occurring protein, and gentle probiotics, can offer the body a familiar, comforting boost, almost like placing a soft hand on the shoulder and saying, "I'm here to help you stay steady." And one cheese in particular deserves attention: cottage cheese, the simple, unassuming variety many of us overlooked in younger years. Yet it holds a thoughtful balance of protein to support muscle maintenance, calcium to help reinforce bones, and probiotics to calm the digestive system, which plays a much bigger role in energy and inflammation than most people realize. And adding just a small serving each day can create a quiet shift in how the body feels, especially when it's paired with light movement. The easiest way to bring cottage cheese into your routine is to enjoy a half cup in the morning or early afternoon when your body is naturally primed to use protein more effectively. And you can eat it plain, or with a few soft berries, or even with a spoonful of ground flaxseed for added fiber and gentle omega-3 support. And the key is consistency, not quantity, because the body responds best to gentle repetition, especially in our later decades. And after about 2 weeks of this small daily habit, many people begin to notice the subtle but reassuring changes. A bit more steadiness when rising from a chair, a softer kind of energy that stays with you through the afternoon, a sense that walking feels smoother again, and even a warmth in the joints that comes simply from muscles feeling more supported. And that is the beauty of natural nourishment. It doesn't shout, it doesn't force, it simply guides the body back toward balance. And if cottage cheese isn't your favorite, another cheese that offers similar support is Parzka mozzarella, especially the soft varieties, because it delivers high-quality protein without being heavy. And it contains calcium in a form the body recognizes and uses well. And you can enjoy a small portion alongside a piece of fruit or melted gently over warm vegetables, turning something simple into something soothing. And when eaten in the early evening, mozzarella can help stabilize blood sugar, and reduce nighttime cravings, which can quietly improve sleep and morning energy. And it is this rhythm, these small, mindful choices, that accumulate into better mobility, because stronger muscles and calmer digestion create a foundation that makes movement feel safer and more inviting. As these nutrients make their way into your system day after day, you may begin to feel a soft return of confidence, the kind that shows up when you walk across the room without thinking about your balance, or when you step outside and find the air feels welcoming rather than tiring. And it isn't just the cheese that creates this shift, but the message it carries. That caring for yourself doesn't need to be complicated or intimidating, and that wellness after 60 can be as simple as choosing one nourishing food, eaten with intention, and letting it support you from the inside out. And as you continue this habit, try pausing for a moment while you eat, noticing the way your shoulders settle, the way your breath slows, the way your body appreciates being cared for in such a gentle, thoughtful way, because this presence is part of the healing too. Our bodies respond to calm attention, to routines that feel kind rather than forced, and the more we honor that, the more they offer in return. So if you have felt your strength slipping, or if the fear of losing mobility has been sitting quietly at the edges of your mind. Let this be a reminder that even simple choices can bring renewal. And that age does not take away your ability to feel strong. It simply asks you to nourish yourself a little differently, a little more intentionally, and with a little more compassion. And maybe tonight, as you prepare your meal, you'll remember this small invitation and add a spoonful of cottage cheese or a slice of gentle mozzarella. Knowing that each day you practice this, you are giving your body another chance to feel grounded, capable, and supported. And over time, you'll feel that steadiness growing inside you, guiding you back to movements that feel natural and joyful. And as you end your day, I hope you take a moment to appreciate the resilience you carry, the quiet strength that has brought you through so many years, and the possibility that still lives in you now. Because no matter your age, your body is always listening, always ready to respond to kindness. And these small, nourishing habits are a way of saying thank you for all the steps you have taken, and all the steps still ahead, waiting to be walked with comfort, courage, and gratitude.